After drinking the spring water, Emerald's wounds start to heal, and he slowly opens his eyes.
The scorching pain has dissipated. Thank you, Traveler. My gratitude is beyond words. I know you must be confused about a lot of things. Feel free to ask me anything. I will tell you everything I know. A sudden disaster hit us not long after you left. A sudden change occurred in the forest. The poisonous mist dispersed somewhat, and at first, everyone felt encouraged by this development. However, I felt very uneasy, as there was something strange about the forest. Just in a moment, a large pack of Sylvan Furies emerged from the forest depths. They looked disgruntled, their goal all too clear: attack Athalion. I tried to call out to everyone to escape, but indeed. Traveler, after you left Athalion, did you notice any changes elsewhere?
You tell Emerald about your search for Andel.
Andel. Thank you for finding out Andel's end on our behalf. Euthalia won't forgive Athalion's Wood Elves so easily. However, as long as they're in Sith Ireland, they'll at least be safe. Perhaps the Euthalia in my memory has never been a truly ruthless one. You did purify the altar? Wondrous! This is just unimaginable. Could the purified altars be the reason why the Wood Elves are restless? But the altars were originally sites for blessings and cycles. How is it related to the Sylvan Furies? Did that ritual...
What's going on? Is that an earthquake?
A loud rumbling sound can be heard in the cabin, as if a giant is stomping across the land.
Exactly the same as the attack on Athalion. After the altar germination comes the altar of the flowering. Oh no. Sith Ireland is in danger.
There are too many of them!
Stay calm. They cannot be allowed to set foot in Sithairlin. Sylvan Furies go deranged! They attacked the village suddenly without any signs.
Traveler, show me your power. Ludicrous! Sith Ireland shall never be destroyed!
these crystal beauties high!
Worry not.
Sir John, the forest!
You hurt me!
Be on the alert!
See these crystal beauties high!
Worry not. I am here.
Be on the alert!
Surge, forest creatures!
Worry not.
Be on the alert!
Sir John, the forest!
Be on the alert! Be on the alert!
Surge, forest creatures!
Lady Athalia, the Sylvan Furies have been driven back. I will return to Sithairland to check the situation.
Good. All of you, go.
Yes, Lady Athalia.
May the blue oak be evergreen and bless our souls. Please don't regard us wood elves as a frail race. But I thank you for your help, traveler. Yulor has reported your deeds to me. I have to admit, that's something we've tried and failed to do. 3 altars stand in Nytheria, and now only the final one remains. Wood elves emerge from nature, unite with their lovers, and then ultimately return to nature. We built these altars to pay tribute to the god who has blessed us. Only by activating every altar and resuming the rite of return will Nytheria ever have a chance to regenerate. Traveler, please promise me that...
Athalia.
Oh, you're here, son of Avelios. I thought you were dead.
Don't you bring up my father's name, Athalia! You may have saved me, but I won't thank you. Neither will I forget about all the things you did to my father.
Your gratitude is not even worthy of mentioning. Traveler. Purify the altar of the Withering. This is my last request. Then the Wood Elves shall return to the Grand Cycle, and Nytheria shall rise again. Once you have purified that altar, all will be made known. I have important matters to attend to. Farewell, traveler.
Traveler, thank you for everything that you've done for the Wood Elves. I don't trust Athalia, but the altars are indeed important to the Wood Elves. And only by purifying all the altars can Wood Elves return to the Grand Cycle. You're the only one capable of purifying the altars over the past 3 centuries. I ought to accompany you in the purification of the altar of the Withering, but there are still so many of my kinsfolk unaccounted for. Their lives are more precious to me than the so-called Grand Cycle. So, I'll have to bid you farewell here. Euthalia declared that it was the Green Dragon's use of the Blue Oak core that created Sylvan Furies. The Green Dragon prompted the Sylvan Furies to take revenge on Wood Elves. Is that really the truth? If the Green Dragon isn't controlling the Sylvan Furies, could it be that the awakened Sylvan Furies are trying to return home? Traveler, you surely have. Well, these are merely my own speculations. No, it's not like that, Traveler. These 3 altars are the resting places of Wood Elf souls. If it wasn't for you, those Wood Elf souls will never enjoy peace, but wander endlessly in darkness and reduce to monsters in the forest. Your doings are righteous regardless. Set your confusion aside and proceed. I should be the one to be grateful. By the way, Traveler, I have something for you. That's right. 300 years ago, on the night before the Rites of Return, my father gave me this key. A crack in our relationship could already be seen back then, yet I could have never imagined it was the last time I saw him. I kept this key all this time, but I didn't know what it was for until you came. I feel the time to unravel the mystery has come. 300 years ago, I refused to recognize the price of the right to return, and thus abandoned my people who sacrificed themselves. At that time, I couldn't find hope, but now I have found it from you. The commencement of the right to return requires Wood Elves to devote their own power. And that power may equal to life to some extent. The disagreement on this exchange initiated the divergence between Athalion and Sithyrlan. 300 years back, the right to return fell into failure. My father, Evelius, was regarded as the culprit who sabotaged the ritual and went missing thereafter. Although Euthalia proclaimed my father was deluded by the Green Dragon, I refuse to believe it. One day, I will no doubt uncover the truth behind all this. Farewell, traveler, and best of luck to your journey.
In that precious instant, exiled between life and death, I saw so much more.
I've got the eagle's eyes, the snow wolf's ears, and the Hiskelin bear's belt. Yeah, that's me! Oh, Donald, crack on! Harder with the chisel!
I'm tired of the same old scenery. Trying to hide.
These crystal beauties!
Worry not. I am here.
Try to hurt me!
Don't bother trying to hide.
Great. Worry not. I am here. Don't bother trying to hide.
The dense forest is still and silent, just a hint of pungence carried on the breeze. You catch the scent of danger. It is best to proceed through the forest with due caution. A pack of monsters you have never seen before blocks your path ahead.
Prepare to charge! Move it! Get digging!
This battle requires everyone's might.
I shall spare no effort. Worry not. I am.
Try to hurt me! Idiot!
I shall guard all of this.
Worry not.
Try to hurt me! These crystal beauties!
I shall guard all of this.
Great.
You carefully inspect the monster's claws, teeth, and limbs, certain that you've never seen such a monstrosity, nor have you heard rumors of such a thing. Yet, for some reason, your intuition tells you this is an outlander. You find scraps of blood-stained human clothing on the monster's corpse. It appears they mutilated a fair number of people passing by, perhaps even those adventurers who came in search of the treasure. That despicable noble won't reward you handsomely for naught. You note down the details to pass on to the Crimson Crow in a bid to avoid further casualties.
Save me! Please, help! Monsters run riot in the forest!
Beware, it's a trap!
It's too late!
at me! Come on, Guinevere. Let's have some fun. You're welcome. Vrox and Glabrazoos are extremely dangerous. Glabrazoos are especially adept at deceiving their prey with magical confusion. A first-timer is prone to be a victim. Nonetheless, you're quite the fighter. My name is Dritz Duorden. It's a pleasure to meet you. I appreciate those who have a flair for combat. The sunlight can make me feel a little out of sorts, but I much prefer life on the surface. My dear companion Guinevere. She didn't scare you, did she?
The Black Panther affectionately leans into Dritz.
Have no fear, she's very intelligent. We've been journeying together for a long time. Guinevere is my finest comrade in arms. That's right. They are the Abyssal Demon's pawns, descended from the infinite layers of the Abyss. They were summoned to this plane by someone with malicious intent. It's a long story. I think that... Oh, you're tired, aren't you, Guinevere? Oh, she hails from the astral plane and requires a timely return to rest. Why don't we find a place to rest ourselves before we continue this conversation?
Signs of battle linger in the camp. Scattered alongside the fresh blood are assorted debris, such as fabric, chunks of wood, and metal wire.
You seem to have been hung up on that for a long while. Did you find something?
Drizzt winks and gives an understanding nod.
Take your time, you can think it over. Don't worry, it happens to everyone. I would never doubt your intelligence for that. Of course. What do you wish to know? They hail from the infinite layers of the Abyss. There's no easy way into the material plane from there, not for them. Someone with ill intent must have used a demon summoning spell to bring them here. I too come from another plane. I heard a mysterious plea from a girl here in Adenthia, and learned of my enemy's evil doing in this land. Here I am, intending to drive him back into the Abyss once more. He is a powerful Balar by the name of Errtu. Many times my home and friends have been tormented by him in his pursuit of power. My friends and I exhausted ourselves in banishing him from the material plane, sowing our conflict everlasting. That is what I believe. So I came here in search of clues. As it happens, I was thinking, since our goals both involve demons, perhaps we could join forces. Being unfamiliar with Adenthia, I couldn't be happier to have the companionship of local adventurers. And I imagine you could use a helping hand with hard-earned knowledge of these demons. Wonderful. Once we're rested, let's resume our pursuit of demons by following that blood trail. Be careful. They're using the ring and blood as a catalyst to summon the demons.
Eat flame, idiot!
Eat these crystals.
I shall guard all of them.
Come on, Guinevere. Let's have some fun.
Eat flame, idiots!
Try to hurt me!
Eat flame, idiot!
Eat it.
I shall guard all. Eat flame, idiot!
Try to hurt me!
Eat flame, idiot! Eat flame, idiot!
Eat these crystal beauties! Aye! Try to hurt me!
You dare disturb the Inferno summoning? The Master shan't spare you. Just you wait. He'll burn you to ash in the blink of an eye.
Master, do you mean Errtu?
The nerve to speak that name! Don't even try it. No matter what you do, I'll never betray my master.
She's not my big cat. Guinevere, would you mind stepping in?
Ah! Don't bite me! Don't bite me!
She doesn't normally engage in such things, but she'd make an exception for you.
Don't date me! I'll tell you everything.
Do you summon demons on Errtu's orders? What is his goal?
The Master ordered us to scour the region for curiosities and rare treasures. Those with weak magic are used in a spell cast by the Master to summon demons and spread the Order's power. Those with strong magic are offered to the Master to enhance his power.
The Master whom you're referring to is Errtu the Balar, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Not long ago, the Master arrived in this world. In admiration of his matchless power, we chose to serve him.
Where is Errtu now?
My low rank makes it impossible for me to meet the Master. All I know is that he's established a temple in Tenebria. But I don't know the exact location. I swear.
How many powerful treasures has Errtu acquired thus far?
That's not something I know. But not much in Nytheria in any case.
Are there other followers besides you searching for such valuables?
As far as I know, there's a more senior follower operating in South Adenthia. The treasures we gather are given to him for safekeeping, then offered to the Master. He surely knows how to enter the temple. That being as it is, would you two... 3 kind souls let me be on my way?
Since you've talked, we'll let you go. Nevertheless, leave behind your weapons and armor. You deserve a taste of what it's like to face the demons in the forest with naught but your bare hands. I intend to bring the token to the address on the letter, then continue my pursuit of Errtu until he is expelled from this plane. So, shall we... Are you suggesting you'd like to continue tracking Errtu with me? I would be glad to have your companionship and skills on this dangerous road. I imagine all of these woes connect to Errtu. It would be a perilous journey in pursuit of the truth. Once your work is done, meet me at the address in the letter.
You found it. Let me see it. Oh, it's in a terrible state. Much worse than before. Never mind. It's useless. You can keep it. Consider it your reward. And I'll only be paying half the fee. What's that look for? This rubbish you've brought is useless to me. This ring is worth far more than half the fee. You may go your entire lifetime without meeting another client as generous as me.
friend. You're Lord Duarden's attendant, aren't you? The pleasure's all mine. I'm here to fetch you. He's waiting for you at the stronghold. Follow me. Lord Duarden is with Lord Sly right now, and they're both awaiting you at the warehouse. Lord Sly is a senior figure of the Order. That said, Lord Duarden is set to become a cornerstone of the Inferno. No need to be nervous. We are all the Master's loyal servants. We should be akin to family. Lord Sly, we've arrived.
Excellent. With this treasure you've brought, that should be a sufficient offering for the Master.
Inferno? Treasure? It seems you and Lord Duarden need to have serious words.
You there? You're late. What if you delayed the Master's offering? Quickly, hurry here and meet Lord Sly. He's a high-ranking figure within Inferno and is responsible for overseeing all the offerings, gathering them in one place for the Master. He agreed to guide us underground to meet the Master, but we must present the Master with something exceptional. You may be a little confused. The truth is that after we agreed to part, I unexpectedly crossed paths with Lord Sly on the plains. He recognized the Order's relic, and then us in turn. I thought that offering treasure alongside Lord Sly would surely be the perfect way for us to meet the Master. However, all my valuables are in... They have been placed in your safe hands. So, I have assured Lord Sly that you'll be delivering some fine items to him. You've always been bright. You'll surely find the perfect treasure in the bag and report back honestly to Lord Sly, yes?
There will be time enough for pleasantries, but the time to present the Master's offerings is at hand. The items gathered by the other devotees on this occasion were unimpressive. The Master would never deign to look upon them. Last time the Senior made a displeasing offering to the Master, he was duly angered. Now, not even ash remains after his body was tossed into the lava. I've no intention of ending up in his shoes. You catch my drift? Come on, show me the goods. What's this? A busted ring? Don't think a few honeyed words will fool rat folk. Our eyesight is much better than yours. This sure is a magic stone, but it looks like it's run out of juice.
You mean... Oh, sure.
Clutching the ring, Drizzt calls out Guinevere's name. In a shower of astral light, the Black Panther appears before everyone's eyes.
Oh, that's worth a pretty penny. Such fine form. It's bound to command a premium. And giving the master a pet is a plus, of course.
Then, this treasure is an adequate offering? When do we depart?
Fine. Leave the stone there. You two make yourselves scarce. Keep out of my sight. And don't draw any attention to yourselves. I'll have Fnis notify you when the departure day arrives.
Whew, a near miss. Good thing you were so quick-witted. When I arrived on the plains, I carried on scouring the area for clues to the treasure. That's when I happened to bump into Sly. He seemed to be a long-time associate of the Order of Inferno. In fact, his membership predates Errtu's appearance. According to him, some such heretical bunch was operating beforehand. But now they're all Errtu's servants. Finding offerings for Errtu was proving a headache for him. So I took the opportunity to approach him and request his escort to Errtu's lair. But I've nothing on me besides my weapons, so I'm counting on you. On the bright side, my quarry is within reach. Just a temporary measure. That ratfolk had quite the front, and he's wily to boot. I thought this may suit his needs. Please, cut that out. That's no way to address a friend. For now, let's restore our strength for what's to come.
You spent the night resting at the landing site.
Wake up! Something's amiss with that ratfolk. He's left the warehouse. Oh, sure enough. They've run for it.
The piles of treasure in the warehouse have vanished without trace.
In retrospect, Sly was a bit too willing to believe our deception. If he were truly so naive, he'd not have lasted so many years in the cult. Perhaps we were the fools. They can't have gotten far carrying all that gold. Let's take a look around.
Lord Sly has his reasons for what he does. You're of such low status. You're not worthy of meeting the Master.
Come now, Fnis! And you two morons? You don't seriously want to meet Errtu, do you? What does it hurt to skim off a little treasure? Becoming a faithful devotee of a demon? Honestly? It'll cost you far more than your pitiful life.
Lord Sly praises the Master constantly, guiding me as a faithful Inferno. How can this be?
When there's money to be made, I'll believe in anyone. When there is nothing to gain, then it's all about believing in gold. How many followers has Errtu slain, and I still have to get myself killed?
No, I don't believe it. I don't! You despicable traitor!
Watch out! She summoned demons!
Unforgivable traitor!
You're out of your mind! If you have a death wish, don't drag everyone down with you!
Vengeance is mine!
Come on, Guinevere.
Don't mess with the three!
Vengeance is mine!
Traitor! These crystal beauties!
Don't mess with the 3 ears!
Come on, Guinevere. Let's have some fun.
Whew! It's finally over thanks to your intervention. I couldn't have handled so many demons on my own. Well, I was a part of the Order of Inferno long before Errtu showed up. Because of my experience and age, I was able to become a senior. The original Order of Inferno was just a group of idiots who believed in fire, summoning an Ifriti to the flames every day. Of course, they never actually summoned one. I just borrowed the name of the Order to trick do a little business, sell some talismans and whatnot. But then one day, one accursed fool actually used the Order's summoning spell to call forth a demon. And that demon was Errtu. That person's paltry power was vastly short of what was needed to control Errtu, allowing the demon to seize the entire Order. I know not why Errtu even heeded his summons.
I suppose, since the genuine deities here are occupied with other strife, nobody could curtail his powers. So he took the initiative and came.
He slaughtered the summoners right then and there, killing countless other devotees in short order. Those who survived were thrown out to gather his treasures and build his temple. Some fools, like Fniz, idolize his power and are fanatical adherents. But that's of no interest to me. I just want to get off this ride and take some gold with me. I'll lay low for a few years. There's bound to be some foolhardy braveheart that'll deal with Errtu. Thank you, fellows, right? 2 phony followers. Oh, I know you want to get to the Temple of Errtu, and I owe you 2 a favor. If you let me sail away, I'll tell you how to get into the temple. All right. Remember where I said it would be. The passage can be opened by touching a hidden teleporter with a relic. The token that you used to deceive me. However, you'll have to be on your own to cope with the, complicated terrain there.
So, after all that, it's time to head underground. True. If you'll excuse me, I'd like to scout the underground first. I will meet you at the locations I spoke of. Underground, once again. I think I need some alone time to compose myself. You arrived sooner than expected. Most surface dwellers lose their way down here. They struggle with all the twists and turns and complex cavern networks, where any rare ray of light only illuminates a lump of rock. The first few decades of my existence were all spent in darkness. Granted, these caverns are not the Underdark, but I sense a familiar evil in this gloom. The kind of merciless oppression that I knew as a child. I know it only too well, as I was born into it. But I rejected it and escaped my fate. The cult of the cruel goddess Lolth controls my homeland. As long as she and her priestesses rule the city of Menzoberranzan, its citizens will never know freedom. The first time I saw a sunrise, my eyes streamed tears of pain. But still, those magnificent colors awed me. Even if it hurts, this is the fate I have chosen. It has made my life worth living. We're not far from the address I gave, but I've been unable to find the temple entrance. No. I can sense the demonic energies. The temple is nearby. So maybe there's a secret route. Let's take a closer look.
There is a pool of blood on the ground. A battle seems to have taken place here.
Crack!
The village is devoid of people, yet you thought you heard a faint noise when you opened the door.
Crack!
The village is devoid of people, yet you thought you heard a faint noise when...
Who are you? Inferno? There's nothing here for you! No, wait. You couldn't be. Inferno took them. They stormed the village, snatched all the treasure, and captured everyone to build them a temple.
Why weren't you captured?
They didn't just let me go free. I escaped by using this magic stone my dad had hidden under his pillow. Those cultists took it at first, but failed to keep a close watch on it. I seized the chance and stole it back.
Selxie shows you a beautiful crystal. A peculiar gleam courses through it, from which you sense immense power.
Without a doubt, this is an exceptionally rare treasure. It feels as powerful as the crystal shard that Errtu once coveted with all his might. This should easily catch his eye.
One day at around midnight, I suddenly woke up, only to find they'd left the weakest fool among them on guard. I used the power of the stone to escape. After that, I recalled a spell that Da had once taught me. With the magic stone, the spell would summon a helper, reputedly an adept demon hunter. What are you suggesting? Da told me all this an age ago. When did he tell me? How strange. I can't remember.
The demons may have manipulated her mind. This reminds me of the confusion spell that almost tricked you.
Once I got away, I did as my dad taught me, sending out a plea for help using the magic stone.
suppose that would be me. Dritz de Warden, at your service.
So you're the helper Dad mentioned. Wonderful. Oh, you'll rescue Dad for me, won't you?
I will do my utmost to save the innocents. Do you know a way into the temple?
I do. Come with me. Place the relic on it.
The teleporter emits a burst of scarlet light, taking you to your final destination, where Errtu awaits you.
Get back to work, sleepyheads! Or do you want more lashes? Huh? No more pretending! On your feet!
Dad!
This battle requires everyone's might.
Try to hurt me!
I shall guard all.
Come on, my friend. You dare slack off! Try to hurt me! You dare slack off! Eat.
I shall go.
Come on. Try to hurt me!
The aged gnome miner is severely injured, plunged into a coma.
I should have saved him earlier. His body was never in great condition. There's no way he could have withstood the cultists' torture. I'll really miss his bellowing in the morning. I'll even miss his murky, charred soup before bed.
He has a strong physique. He's worn out, though. I believe he will recover after an adequate rest.
Dad won't recover immediately, even if you kill Errtu. I don't know if he'll ever return to his healthy self.
True though that is, defeating him is the best way to prevent future children from suffering the same loss. It may be the only way. Return to the village with him for treatment. We'll handle everything else. Thank you for the concern. I think you're right. Errtu would never have let a little girl flee his clutches, much less fail to notice the value of that magic stone. That girl was charmed by the Glabrazu's confusion spell, and Errtu himself may have even used telepathy to lure her into summoning me. He knew that if the name Errtu was uttered, I would surely heed the call. Errtu's made a tactical error. He can't threaten my loved ones from here in Adenthia. There's never been a better stage for a fight. I need only protect you from harm.
Drizzt Duerden. Foolish drow. At long last you are before me once again. For 100 years, I have waited to return to the material plane and exact my revenge upon you. You shall pay for humiliating me. Anguished and broken, you shall perish!
No. This day vengeance shall be mine! Time after time you harm innocents, taking from them all they love. You've no business being here. You belong back in that wretched abyss!
Innocent? Innocence? You surely don't intend to judge the guilt of a beast with the sharp end of your blade? What hypocrisy! Merely survival of the fittest, nothing more. And those puny vermin are nothing but bait I threw to lure you in. Well, if not for you, they'd still be alive. This is all retribution for your crimes against me. This is all your fault! I offered you a deal in Icewind Dale long ago. If you gave me your soul, I would free the soul of your innocent friend. And you refused me. Oh, you fought instead, risking the life of your friend to your cowardice. You spout nonsense about love and protection, yet refused to free your friend when the time came.
No, that's not how it happened. I would willingly sacrifice myself for any friend.
Oh. Then I will give you one more chance. Give me your soul, and I will spare all the common folk. Shall I remind you that my servants yet wander the land, committing further bloodshed? And, of course, I'll spare your new friend, who looks even worse for wear than you.
I refused you back then, because I knew you would not hold to your word. And because true friends wouldn't want to live a life in the shadow of another's sacrifice. Bargaining with evil brings no justice, but merely allows evil to spread. There is only one way to purge evil. Strike at its heart! No matter if it's 1 or 2 centuries. No matter how many times you rear your ugly head again, as long as I live, I shall meet you with my blades. Until the final drop of blood has drained away! You shall know that you have chosen poorly!
This shall be an effortless victory.
These crystal beauties! Come
on, Gwyneth. Let's have some fun.
I shall guard this.
Rider! Hurt me! These crystal beauties!
Come on, Gwyneth. Let's have some fun.
I shall guard all of this.
Try to hurt me!
I shall guard all of
these crystal beauties!
Come on, Gwyneth. Let's have some fun.
Try to hurt me!
Come on, Gwyneth. Let's have some fun.
I shall guard all of this.
Again! This is not the end, Drizzt Do'Urden. I am inexorable. You shall never be rid of me. Not until all loose ends are tied. Once and for all.
That's right. Errtu has been banished. He'll not be able to return to the material plane for at least 100 years. Our battle is over for now. But that's certainly not the end. Thank you. I couldn't have defeated him without your aid. It's my duty, my principles, and the justice I stand for. Besides which, I am quite lucky. I always end up running into friends who can give me a little leg up, like yourself. I'll make a start in the forest where we met, endeavoring to clear out the lingering demons and eliminate any hidden dangers left in the wake of Errtu's demise. Maybe I should also take a tour of Adenthia while looking for a way back. Perhaps a little adventuring might be fun. I've really appreciated your company, but it's time we continued along our own paths. If the fates will it, perhaps they shall cross again. See you then, my friend.
You bid farewell to Drizzt and watch as his silhouette fades away. Your own paths may one day cross again.